My name is Phoenix Macias. The name of my speech is Sharks and the Contribution to Their Ecosystems. Uh, how much influence can a species have on a surrounding ecosystem? Sharks, for example, heavily influence the ecosystems they are a part of, altering both the biodiversity and the cleanliness of it. Sharks are very influential and important in the ecosystems which they are a part of. Today I will be discussing three of this topic that I have chosen. Those three aspects are: sharks affect the behaviors of other animals from the environment of which they are from. Also, they affect the ecosystem and food webs to which they contribute to. Additionally, sharks also aid in the distribution of nutrients throughout most of the oceans of the world. There, these aren't always some these aren't always some of the characteristics of sharks which are specifically thought of at first, so I will be elaborating on each of the topics. First of all, sharks affect the behaviors of other animals and the environment from which they are from. According to the article, The Ecological Role of Sharks on Coral Reefs, there was a study which was conducted, which is better elaborated on the article itself. But to summarize it, sharks have been noted to manipulate the behavior of other animals in their environments, usually for the better. For example, most sharks offer biological roles very similar to other predatory fish, rather than them all being apex predators. What this translates to is that they aren't all just very controlling apex predators. There's different kinds of sharks with different roles in their environments. Additionally, sharks exert fear effects which disrupt the foraging of potential prey by other predatory fish. This prevents the overpredation from slightly predatory fish on the herbivorous fish in the oceans. Additionally, although the relationship between sharks and coral reefs is uncertain, restoring their populations is important and can deliver ecological surprises. What the article means by this is that there isn't a distinct relationship that is set in stone that is always observable, but each different shark species provides their own different benefit to the system which they are from. This isn't the only effect sharks have in the ocean where they dwell. Another thing sharks do is they affect the ecosystem and food webs to which they take part of. According to the article, Ecological Importance of Sharks and Rays in a Structural Food Web Analysis in Southern Brazil, another study was conducted in which observed how sharks and elasmo branches in general contributed heavily towards the development and maintenance of the region's food web. This effect grew along with the size of the animals. The article stated that the displacement from large sharks in tropical trophic networks is expected to cause trophic cascades. This means that without the big predatory sharks in place, there's bound to be trophic cascades, which is never good for a biome of any kind. Additionally, the study also found that 6 out of the 20 large predators were elasmobranchs, which includes sharks. This group did alter their environments a lot. The study found that these animals specifically were the ones that most affected their environments, and also what fishes were most dominant. My final piece of evidence from this article is that it was concluded that sharks are in fact very important for the food web structure which they participate in. However, to what degree fluctuates between shark species. Although not every shark species, such as the very tiny ones, affect their food webs in a large scale, as we diverge into bigger species, there is a larger effect to which sharks improve their ecosystems and help maintain and control them. Along with this, sharks also have more of an impact on a larger scale too. According to the World Wildlife Fund, um, their sharks also help in the distribution of other things such as nutrients um, and energy throughout the world. The article states the predation of herbivores allows for ecosystems to maintain healthy levels of vegetation. Sharks are some of the predatory fishes in the ocean that help control animals such as sea cows that may overgraze, which reduces all the vegetation, which in turn ends up making the level of oxygen in the ocean less. They help maintain the balance between the herbivores and the plants to which they feed on. Additionally, the article states that they transfer nutrients from different parts of the world amongst each other because of their migrations, which also occurs between the ocean depth levels. Sharks are known to migrate a lot throughout their lives. They are also shown to change from which levels they maintain in. So some could dive up to 3,000 feet deep into the ocean. Because of this, they spread a lot of the nutrients they absorb to wherever they go, which in fact ends up helping other creatures who end up depending on those nutrients. Another point the article stated was that ecosystems with sharks in place show more level of productivity than those without. Although the article didn't state to what extent the level of productivity is, sharks still aid the ecosystems to which they are in. They are in no way a detriment, and they help the ecosystems and biomes to which they belong to. That was a lot of information over the effects of sharks on the world around them, but here's a recap of my major points. First of all, sharks have been associated with the alteration of behaviors of other creatures from the environments to which they dwell. Next, they also alter and change the food webs and ecosystems to which they are a part of. Finally, the distribution of nutrients throughout the different oceans of the world and the depth levels are aided by sharks. Thank you for listening to my informative speech. My name is Phoenix Macias.